Hello YouTube family, Greg D here with TGN, and we are back for another DCUO video, and today I'm going to bring you an updated Earth DPS superpowered slash power play from the tray loadout here. As most of you know, I've been kind of switching my main character back over to my Earth character, and I've been playing around with some help, of course, of some subscribers and trying to get the best loadout possible for Earth, which is at this point in the game, one of the best DPS, if not the best DPS powers in the game. So with that being said, let's show you what we're working with now. None of the powers change at all. We're basically just changing how we are using those powers, in what order we're using those powers. So everything is exactly the same from the first, or I should say the last loadout that we did. So you want to go into your traits, and in your stat points, obviously you want to have your super speed movement. In this case, I have skimming. Whoops, so we have to go back in there, which would be nice if we could. And then we are not using any iconic powers whatsoever, so you don't need to waste any you don't need to waste any skill points there. Obviously, super powered focus. You want to put all of your points into critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and since this is a super powered loadout, you don't need any points into precision whatsoever, but put all of the rest of the skill points that you have into might and power. In this case, I had 78. All right, so now weapons, doesn't matter what you use because you're not going to be using your weapon unless you run out of power. Even then, you're not going to really use your weapon for more than like a move or two, so it doesn't matter what weapon you have at this point. So as far as the loadout is concerned, we're basically, like I said, doing the same thing. From left to right, we have Debris Field, we have Unstoppable, Fortify Golem, Earthquake as our supercharge, Jackhammer, which is going to be our main movement of the loadout, and then your pet, which is Summon Crystal. Obviously, as most of us know, they nerfed the bejesus out of the pets. Fury included for sorcery. They nerfed the bejesus out of these pets. They don't do nearly as much damage as they used to, which kind of sucks because I've always been a fan of the pets. Even way back when like Diablo 2 was popular, I loved playing the characters like a necromancer who you could summon like people or things to help you fight enemies. Okay, but that's kind of like a whole different game here. But so basically what we're going to be doing is you're obviously going to have your pet, your crystal out at all times. And like I said, Jackhammer is going to be your main movement that you're going to do. So basically you have two power interactions here. Crushes enemies, making them vulnerable to crushing effects. Same thing here. And you see is Jackhammer. Power interactions, crushed enemies take additional damage. So basically what we're going to do, or what I like to do, is you're going to kind of alternate between clipping Debris Field with Unstoppable and Debris Field with Fortify Golem, because obviously in order for Golem or Crystal to do the most damage, you need to make sure that she is powered as much as possible. So basically what I'm going to do is, as I come up to an enemy here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit all three, and then we're going to get into Jackhammer. Now you're going to spam this until everything starts cooling down. So basically once Debris Field starts cooling down, what you're going to do is you're going to stop, you're going to clip those two, and then you're going to go back to Jackhammer. Now obviously you saw there I ran out of power. So basically what you're going to do is, let me see if I can actually, there we go. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do, like I said, is you're going to alternate. So you're going to clip Debris Field and Unstoppable, hit Jackhammer. Once those cool down, you're going to do Debris Field and Fortify Golem. Jackhammer. Once that cools down, go back and forth. So basically now that we have full power, it's basically going to look like this. You're going to clip Debris Field and Unstoppable. You're going to do Jackhammer. Now you're going to do Jackhammer basically until Debris Field cools off. Now you'll notice decent hits here. So then when that cools back down, you're going to hit that, Fortify the Golem. Now obviously I ran out of power there. You're going to start hitting. So basically it's pretty easy. Does, I actually have run, raids as of late with some of my subscribers. We did, what, God of Monsters, and we did the one with Olympus. And even though I was, you know, way lower as far as combat rating wise than everyone else, I was still able to hold my own. So basically, let's try this even with the trinkets. So we're going to go through this again. So basically, like I said, what I would do with when you start up is you're going to do that. Then you're going to jackhammer. See, I had a 6,600 hit there. Like I said, then you're going to wait for the cooldown. Now, hopefully, in this instance, too, you will have a controller, so then you run out of power, and then get that. So, I mean, you're hitting for pretty decent numbers. As you saw there, I'm low on skill points. So, my high hit was like around, what, 6,600, 6,700. Once you get your skill points and your combat rating up, you're talking you can easily hit 10 or 15,000 damage. Really, really, this loadout works very, very well. Hits really, really hard. Even, like I said, with me being a combat rating of 171, this thing still hits pretty freaking hard. Just because, like as I mentioned before, Earth is one of, if not the best DPS power currently in the game. So we'll go through this one more time because we have our power back up to full. So we're going to clip those two. You're going to start hitting jackhammer, blah 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 blah. And then when debris field comes off, you're gonna hit those. Now see you run out of power, but you gain it back. See, 5,700 hit. I ran out of power there. But in most cases, you're going to have. You'll notice two things. Either if you're an alert or a raid, you're gonna have a controller, so you won't have to worry about power running out of power. Number one. Number two, you won't really have to go through too many of those rotations in solos and duos before you kill whatever enemy, and your power will regen after that anyway. So with that being said, guys, that's all I really have for you. Easy peasy, not difficult at all, hits really hard. You will be one of the top DPSs with this loadout, guaranteed. So like I said, that's all I got for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And until next time, see you soon.